What about how Arsenal have handled him, David? I want to know what Bobby thinks about this as well, but I'll come to you first, Dave. How they managed to get him in on loan first. It seemed to rebuild his confidence after being one of the most hyped-up teenagers in the entire world and getting that move to Real Madrid. Built his confidence, he went back, and then they ended up buying him.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think players like that, you've seen it in the past, they can get built up from 16, 17, 18, and they do get hyped up and they find themselves at a huge club like Real Madrid with a lot of good players, world-class players in front of them. And it's probably unfair, really, what sort of happened to him, but he sort of built, Arsenal have got him in on loan and built his career back up. He's done it as well. It's a perfect relationship, and Arsenal were reaping the benefits of that move. It was a smart, clever move. They recognised the ability in him, and the players reacted and responded really well. Found a platform to play his football. They've allowed him to express himself, which Arsenal do, and it's perfect for both Martin and Arsenal.
Bobby?
Yeah, I'm not sure who's recruited him, but somebody certainly at Arsenal's got to be patting themselves on the back. And that's a real bit of business, One, to be able to get that loan in, and I suppose it's good for both parties really, because they do actually get to see. Listen, is he everything that we think he is? Can he prove himself in the Premier League? Because playing in other leagues is very different to the Premier League. So he's came in, he's shown what he's done, and then be able to get that deal over the line as well to sign him. That's huge. That's huge. So all credit to the recruitment side of Arsenal. But obviously he fits well with Mikel Arteta as well. The way, the style that he wants to play, the confidence that he obviously gives him as well to go out and express himself and deliver on the pitch. And that's exactly what it has been. And fair play to Arsenal and a recruiting team.
I'm sure every football club in the world would love to have the option of always having a player on loan for 6 months first and then being able to buy him. But sadly, the world doesn't operate in such a way, except on rare occasions like with Martin Odegaard. But I'm going to be a bit of a mystic Meg here and say that if Arsenal go for their player this season, it'll be Bukayo Saka. But do you think maybe Odegaard should be getting it? David first.
Well, I think Saka's been exceptional as well. Obviously, another young lad with great ability. Martin, both players, I think they're both going to be up there. It'd be hard to split, to be honest. I think for me, Martin, with his maturity levels and he's sort of carrying the team and making them tick, it's like Bobby said earlier, he's sort of going unnoticed really with the stats and so on. I would think it's hard to split them two. They've both done exceptionally well.
Bobby, the Football Writers Association put Haaland first, Saka second, and then Odegaard third. Where do you think these two will be split, second and third? Is it going to be Saka and then Odegaard for you as well?
I would have gone Odegaard the other way, to be honest, ahead of Saka. Just because he runs the game, I think. There are times when Saka, has been tremendous and come up with some amazing goals, assists, and he's been a key part to Arsenal's success this season. But I think Odegaard is the man that makes things tick, almost like Modric. Like I mentioned, that player that just goes along about his business, picks up the ball, always wants to receive the ball in any situation and just makes things tick. And those players, they're players, David, I think would agree with me that you see them in training every single day. They are spot on, absolutely spot on. And they go out on a Saturday, you can always rely on them. You never have to, there's never a doubt in your mind that they're going to produce. But they just go about their business. And those are the players that make teams win titles, They really are. They genuinely are. You don't have to necessarily be a skillful player to go and do that. You don't have to be somebody who screams and shouts. You don't have to be somebody who's clattering players and winning balls, but just somebody that goes about their business week in, week out and does a little bit of everything perfectly.